Hey guys, it's Sherelle here from Sunny Radiant Creations, and today we are going to be making these black and like silver glittery glam coasters. So you're going to need your coaster mold, decide what shape you want. I'm doing the circle ones today. You're going to need your epoxy. I have, what is it? The Pro Marine epoxy, and I believe there's about 100 mils in this cup. And I'm making 2 coasters today so far, because I only have 2 molds. So I have this one, and then I have this one over here. I will try to find these and leave the link down below. I know before the shop was on vacation, so hopefully she's back. But yeah, so I already have my epoxy mixed up. I also have my little cups here, my Dixie cups. Look just like this. And I'm gonna put my glitters and my acrylic paint in these here. I have my black mica powder. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this with my black acrylic paint to give it a little, you know, a little bit more shine instead of a flat black. And then I have my glitters here. These are both from Mr. Fancy Pants. This is in Colossus and Starburst. I know I'm going to be using this one. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use this one, but we'll probably mix a little bit just in case. And then I have this here. This is the tester. This is basically the, like, to go on the edges. I can't really think of the name, but basically it's like the little gold foil that you paint on the edges of your coasters. So this is what I'm going to be using because I don't have a silver pen. I have gold pens, but not a silver one. So I'm going to be using this today. And yeah, now I'm going to just mix my products up, separate it, and then we'll get started. So I'm going to just pour some epoxy in these cups and then put some little bit of glitter in each cup as well. Okay, so I just mixed up the blacks here in this one. And then I mixed up the chunky glitter in here. I didn't use any of this yet because I'm not too sure if I'm going to need it. So I just left this one clear. And now it's going to come and we're going to start pouring. And I'm taking the clear. I'm going to put it right around it. Okay, and after I add the clear, I'm just taking my black and adding all the black around the edge as well. And then once the black is done, I go back in with the rest of the clear and add that. Pretty much what I'm doing now is just using the rest of the color epoxy and rotating it to fill the rest of my mold. So I go back and forth between the black, the clear, and then a little bit of the glitter I add to the middle as well. This is basically gonna make my mold completely full. I do like to overfill my mold to get my coasters a little dome. I like that way. If you don't like that way, you don't have to fill yours all the way to the top. It's just a preference. And then I just take a popsicle stick and I'm just kind of mixing and swirling the epoxies, the different colors together just to give it the look I want. And that's pretty much it. So I like to just let mine sit for a little bit and let all the bubbles rise, and then we'll go in with our heat gun and torch it. So it's been sitting for a few minutes. So I go in with my torch gun here, and we're just gonna really quick, again, because you don't want to burn your mold, because if you burn your mold, you're gonna mess it up. And also, if you don't have a torch, you could also use a rubbing alcohol. 91% works the best. You just put it in a spray bottle and you spritz it over, and it'll get rid of most of the bubbles as well. So yeah, so this one is pretty much done. It's not gonna look exactly like this. Once the epoxy starts to set, it starts to spread and do its own thing. So we're gonna let it do its own thing and see how it looks. This one is super simple, but it's gonna be super cute as well. And we're gonna do the other one, and then we're gonna come back probably about 12, at least 12 hours later. You want to let it sit for at least 12 hours. To cure, I probably won't be back until 24 hours, until I gotta work tomorrow night. And then we will come, demold them, and we'll start the edging of them. Here, I am just demolding it. I'm pretty much taking, just peeling it back on all the edges, and then it just comes right off. And this is what it looks like. Again, peeling it around all the edges, and then it just pops right out. Okay, so now our coasters are cured, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this testers, it's liquid gold or liquid silver, and you're gonna shake it up. I have a little paintbrush, and I'm just gonna pour a little bit in the cap to make it easier for me. And I'm gonna get another plate. Okay, and before I do that, I noticed this one has a little bit, the other ones don't. A little bit of extra, I don't know if you guys can even tell, epoxy off the edge. If you ever have that, you just want to take your X-Acto knife and be careful when you're doing this, and you're just gonna go along the edge and follow the grooves and slice it off. And try not to cut yourself. I haven't done so, but I hear so many horror stories and craft groups of people slicing a finger open or a hand open. So just take your time with this. You shouldn't need too much pressure, as long as it haven't set. As long as you do this within 72 hours, it shouldn't be too hard to do. It should come right off. And I think that's it. Yep. Clearly after 72 hours, your epoxy is fully cured. So you also don't want to give these to customers until 72 hours. Because if not, you could leave indents in them if they use it right away and put drinks on it, heavy drinks on it. But okay, there. Now we're done with that. Now I'm gonna just take my paintbrush, lightly dab it in this, and we're just gonna start painting the edges. I have no special trick to this. I literally just glide, just rub it over the edge like so. And this is our first coat. As you can see, it's pretty opaque, but we will do another one to make it stand out even more. And then we're gonna sit this down and let it dry for a few minutes, and then we'll be back to do the top part. Okay, so now we're gonna take it and we're gonna pretty much do a little bit on the top. This part you really want to take your time because you're basically hand painting it. So I just dab my brush in there, and then you're just literally going to just paint along the edges. This is what it's looking like, and we're just gonna let this completely dry for at least 30 minutes, And then it'll pretty much be all set to go. I do wait at least 3 days to give these to my customers after they're done. But after 30 minutes, you should be able to touch it without any problems. And then I'm gonna do the other ones, and then I'll be back to show you what I do for the final step. All right, you guys, so everything is done. I put on all the silver on all the coasters. So that's done. And the next step, which is completely optional to be honest, but I like to do it. I think it makes it look more professional, and it's gonna help protect your customers' surfaces. So what I like to do is I like to get these little things here. They are called clear rubber feet bumpers. It comes in a pack of 200. They're literally like pieces of clear silicone, little dots. I could get it out. Yeah, so they look like this. So they're little pieces of clear rubber, and I just like to take them and I'll flip my coaster over, and then I just place 4 on the back of the coasters. Yeah, so kind of just try to make it into like a little square. So take it, place it where you want them. Okay. It's not working too well with my nails. And once you get them where you want it, you just press them really firmly. And I have had any issues with these. I have some of these at my house as well, and they don't fall off or anything. But then when you're done, they're gonna make it so it sits nicely on your counter. They drop them, it's gonna protect it. They can move it around, and the epoxy coasters will not scratch any of their surfaces. So I do highly recommend this. I will have a link down below for them. And yeah, and then I'm gonna just put that on the other ones, and basically your coasters are complete. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.